Coming off the first game of the district play, the Raiders defeating the Leander Lions 8-2, and what an exciting game it was to get that first district punch out. Steve,
Great.
Raiders doing what they needed to do, taking advantage of the miscues from the Leander pitching in Dylan Capers and the walks and the hit batters that just plagued them throughout the night.
The opportunity presented itself early in the game, and we just really needed to capitalize, and that's exactly what the Raiders did. They capitalized when they needed to, and played smart baseball all the way through.
Well, tonight is the second game of the district season, and Rouse hosts the Liberty Hill Panthers, and the Panthers come into tonight, Steve, 13-2 overall. They're 1-0 in district. They defeated Eastview last night, 10-2, and so they had a big win on the night. Liberty Hill, the only two losses that they have came against Copperas Cove and Northwest Eaton. They lost to Eaton 1-5 and lost to Copperas Cove 4-6, but had beaten them previously in this tournament.
Yeah, they're
in that tournament. So a very talented team. They return 10 starters, and you will remember a lot of these names from last year. Brody Blay, a senior. Garrett Neely, a senior. Jack Stavanaugh, a senior. Cash Durkin, a senior. Connor Sherburne, a senior. Chase Maxwell, a junior. Carson Riley, a junior. Logan Dyer, a junior. Cade Neuenschwander, a junior. And then a lone sophomore in Blaze Milam.
Yeah,
and
don't overlook Blaze Milam.
We ran into him last year at Liberty Hill, and he just shut Rouse down.
I called him Mr. First Pitch Strike. I mean, every single batter, he threw up a strike on us. So he may be just a sophomore, but boy, oh boy, he's a super soph.
Well, Rouse and Liberty Hill were on the bubble for that fourth playoff spot last year, and Rouse ended up taking that spot. The Panthers come in from 2021. They finished the season 2011-1, 8-6 overall in district, and a 20-win team that did not make the playoffs.
Yeah, that's that's a magic number in high school baseball. High school baseball season, 20 wins should make the playoffs, and they're definitely. I'd be bitter.
Yeah, right. And so they're looking for redemption tonight.
Mm-hmm.
They are coached by Steve Hutcherson, his assistants Kyle Boucher, Jordan Johns, and Matthew Bridges. Rouse Raiders come in tonight, 11-4, 1-0 in district play. They defeated Leander last night, 8-2. Raiders are currently on a 3-game win streak, Steve, and so that was good to get back to their winning ways. They are coached by Chad Crimpy. He's assisted by Josh Harris, Dan LaPaglia, and Will Noble. So we want to thank you for tuning in and watching Rouse Raider Baseball on SHN Sports. I'm Michael Francis. He is Steve Kithil.
Woo-hoo.
And what a game we have on tap for you tonight, and we are excited about it. District standing so far, and you have 4 teams that are currently tied for first.
Sure.
And you kind of want to sit there and say, well, Georgetown might sit at the top of that right now just because they're 10-1. They only have 1 loss so far on the season, and they do have a tournament championship to their credit. They did win the championship in the Comal ISD tournament.
Yes.
Which, we discussed that previously.
Right.
It really wasn't a game versus Bernie that the Raiders really wanted to win and had to face Georgetown for the championship. And, anytime you put that third game in there, in a season to play a district opponent, you really don't want to show your cards until you get into district play.
Exactly.
And I think both coaches, Jordan Vieira definitely didn't want to do that either.
No.
At Georgetown.
I think it would have been a mutual decision not to play that game and just say co-champions if Rouse would have completed the win against Bernie, but that didn't happen, and so Georgetown went on to beat up on the Bernie Greyhounds, I believe, and great, glad they were able to come in and kind of show what District 25 5A is all about.
The lineups are being introduced, and we will do the same thing. Logan Dyer, number 12, will be the designated hitter. He will be hitting for the pitcher, number 17, Cole Jefferson. Batting second will be number 3, Chase Maxwell. He will be in left field. Batting third will be number 24, Cash Durkin at first base. Batting fourth will be number 8, Colby DeMars in right field. Batting fifth will be number 10, Cade Neuenschwander, and he will be at third base. Number 11, Trent Eller will be batting sixth at second base. Number 7, Jack Stavinoff will be in center field. Batting eighth will be number 28, Carson Riley. He will be the catcher for the Panthers tonight. And rounding out the order will be number 2, Garrett Neely at short. Liberty Hill dressed in their road gold uniforms. Purple white caps with gold bills. Purple and gold. I'm kind of partial to that because that was my high school color.
Mine too. The Denton Broncos had purple and gold. Boy, oh boy.
We were the Godly. I went to Godly, so it was the Godly Wildcats, and we were purple and gold.
We did more purple than we did gold.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah, we did too.
The gold trim, but it was purple or white, purple, white, or gray jerseys. So,
lineup for the Raiders tonight. Leading off will be number 9, Rainer Heinrich at second base. Oscar Salazar will be at first, batting second. Number 7, Caden Casper will be in right field, batting third. Number 22, Colby Diaz will be at third base and batting cleanup at number 4. Number 5, Carter Heinrich will be behind the plate, batting fifth. And the designated hitter, number 33, Zach Alvarez, will be hitting for the starting pitcher tonight, number 3, Blake Gonzalez. Batting seventh will be the center fielder, number 10, Landon Miller. Batting eighth will be the shortstop, and we haven't called this name in quite a while, Steve.
Yeah.
Number 2, Joe Little Shotty Sparshoe.
Woohoo! All right.
Will be batting in the 8th spot and be back in the order tonight. And rounding out the order will be the left fielder, number 42, Jack Knight. So we're going to take a moment for the anthem, and we will be right back with you. Thank you for watching Rouse Raider Baseball on SHN Sports. It's baseball time in Texas as we're set to get underway here at Raider Field on the campus of Rouse High School. Good evening, everyone. I'm Michael Francis alongside Steve Kithil. We want to take an opportunity to mention our home run sponsors tonight, the Recon Shop and Austin Summit Group Realty. We want to thank them for their sponsorship, and you'll hear more about them throughout the broadcast. Defensively for the Raiders, at the mound will be number 3, Blake Gonzalez. Behind the plate will be number 5, Carter Heinrich. Oscar Salazar at first base. Rainer Heinrich at second base. At third base will be Colby Diaz. At short will be Joe Sparshoe. In left field, Jack Knight. Center field, Landon Miller. And in right field, Caden Casper. Due up for the Panthers in the first, Logan Dyer will lead things off. He will be followed by Chase Maxwell and Cash Durkin. So two rivals here with Rouse and Leander, as they have played several times over the years. Don't have the overall record between the two programs. I do know that Liberty Hill has definitely taken care of Rouse in the past.
Yeah,
It's been a kind of a back and forth thing between the two programs.
Isn't Liberty Hill a school that has, I mean, kind of recently moved to 5A?
They did.
Yeah.
In the last realignment, they went up in classification from 4A to 5A. They went 5A D2 in the football bracket,
Oh, yeah.
and then it's just regular 5A class near the baseball, and baseball follows basketball and volleyball district alignments. Number 12, Logan Dyer will stand in from the left side as we get things underway here at Raider Field. Blake Gonzalez toes in on the rubber. He deals a fastball down the middle for a strike, and that's the way to get things started. And, of course, Steve, you got some good news that we want to share in the broadcast, that story with Andrew today. Check swing, and he gets called for a strike.
Yeah, it was a good day in the Kithil house. That's for sure.
0-2 the count to Dyer. The 0-2 offering misses high and outside for ball one. Mike Alepa in the house tonight. The 1-2 pitch just outside, and that count works even. 2-2 the count to Logan Dyer. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball gets the outside corner, and Dyer caught looking.
You know, that he just painted that outside corner right there. That was a great pitch. Perfect pitch. Almost unhittable.
Gonzalez with a shutout on his last appearance. Chase Maxwell digs in from the right side. Oscar Salazar chases after it and unable to get there.
Good effort there, though. Almost coming up with a catch.
0-1 the count to Maxwell. The 0-1 pitch. This is hit out to center. Landon Miller underneath it makes the catch, and that's out number 2. 2 away for the first baseman, number 24, Cash Durkin. Durkin, one of those returning starters.
I remember him.
And if I remember correctly, last year, Liberty Hill had a plethora of left-handed batters.
Oh, yeah. Cash looks like he's put on some muscle.
First pitch offering misses low for a ball.
He's gotten into the weight room or something, because he looks swole, as they say,
right? The 1-0, this is hit into right field. This will be a base hit for Durkin. That was a hit.
Yeah.
We do agree. I'm not sure what that was. Number 8, Colby DeMars, the right fielder, will come in to bat. 1 on with 2 outs here in the top of the first. No score as of yet. From the stretch, first pitch hits him, and that will put 2 on. A breaking ball that Gonzalez loses the handle on. Number 10, Cade Neuenschwander, will come to the plate. He is the third baseman for the Panthers, and he has 2 on. He's batting 5th in the order. First pitch misses inside for a ball.
Just need to find an out here somewhere.
Gonzalez comes set. 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses low for ball 2. And where Gonzalez started out.
I think Carter Heinrich's going to go on out and calm Blake down just a touch.
Started out with 2 quick outs, and he's kind of struggling here with these past couple of batters. Get the hit batter, and now he's needing to throw strikes. 2-0 the count.
Oh,
pitch misses low for ball 3.
Got to find the strike zone.
Number 11, Trent Eller on deck. 3 balls, no strikes.
There it is.
Pitch, fastball gets the outside corner for strike 1.
And he's taken all the way after a few consecutive balls all thrown.
The 3-1 pitch, that's hit down the middle. Landon Miller will track it. He will get underneath it and make the catch for out number 3. The Panthers get no runs on 1 hit. They leave 2. On to the bottom we go. We're scoreless here in Leander. Defensively for the Panthers, number 17, Cole Jefferson will be on the mound. Number 28, Carson Riley behind the plate. Number 24, Cash Durkin at first base. Number 11, Trent Eller at second base. Number 10, Cade Neunschwander at third base. Number 2, Garrett Neely at short. In left field will be number 3, Chase Maxwell. Number 7, Jack Stavanaugh in center field. And number 8, Colby DeMars in right field. Due up for the Raiders in their half of the first, Rainer Heinrich, Oscar Salazar, and Caden Casper. So fun watching Oscar last night pitch and also working at the plate.
Oh yeah,
He's
definitely he's one of the leaders and one of the stars of this team. And,
right.
If Oscar goes, this team will go. I would say Colby Diaz and Colin Correo are also part of that trio of leadership.
part of the key success of this Raider baseball team.
Everybody has to play a role, and there's going to be leaders and there's going to be role players. But those 3 really have a load to carry.
A good stiff breeze blowing from right to left, and if one gets up toward the left field side, that could possibly go out.
Definitely.
It will definitely have some carry.
Yeah. The wind is going to help balls hit to left field, and they're going to. It's not going to surprise me if a ball goes over the fence to left field tonight.
Rainer Heinrich leading things off for the Raiders here in the first. He takes for ball 1 on a pitch that misses low. Raiders have definitely shown maturity at the plate, being selective on pitches. Last season we had times where, kids were just swinging at first pitches and getting behind in the counts early and not working pitchers.
It's such a big deal as far as pitch counts go in high school ball. Again, you're only allowed 110 pitches. You say only, but it adds up. And if you have an ace and you can make that ace throw 100 pitches in 4 innings, that's 25 an inning. They're going to be gone, and we're going to get to the second string.
The 2-1 pitch, that's high for ball 3, and Heinrich ahead in the count, 3-1.
It's a theory that I have as far as if you throw more pitches than the other team, you're going to lose.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The 3-1 pitch, that's hit up the middle. That's going to go for a base hit on a slow roller to center.
17 hopper up the middle.
And interesting because the gap that was there between short and second, neither one of them could get there to it in time on a slow roller like that.
No, he used his strength. Rayner used his strength and just punched that ball. It wasn't hit very hard at all. Barely made it to outfield grass, but it's where you hit it.
One of the most impressive wins, I believe, that Rouse had throughout the playoffs, and when they faced Malachi Lott from Gregory Portland. An outstanding pitcher in his own right, definitely playing at the next level.
University of Houston.
Salazar takes for strike one. Caden Casper on deck. 1 on with no outs here in the bottom. Somebody needs to hit the hit one more time to make the H go away.
Good
and
bunt.
Salazar lays the bunt down to first. That will get there in time.
Good bunt.
Jefferson covers and lobs it to Durkin at first for the out.
So what you're trying to do there, obviously he wanted to make it to first base, but what you're trying to do is really get the runner over to second base, and that's exactly where you have to bunt it one way or the other as far as first base or third base line. Great execution there, and he puts the runner in scoring position for Caden Casper.
Caden Casper will dig in from the left side, and that will put Colby Diaz on deck for the Raiders. Jefferson from the stretch. First pitch offering. That's low, and it gets away from Riley, and Heinrich will advance to third on the wild pitch.
That's a big base there because you can score so many other ways from third base than you can from second. Second is basically a base hit you can score, but every other, you can get another wild pitch.
And yes, it's hit to left, and that will score Heinrich, and the Raiders take the lead on the single from Caden Casper. And up and down the lineup, the Raiders have a full team of hitters.
Yeah, really impressed. And all of that was made possible because of a bunt over to second base. And
execution from Oscar Salazar.
Execution, and you can't. Every little bit is so important to have good execution, and that's why the Raiders are winning.
First pitch offering to Diaz. He takes for ball one, and Casper was a strike.
Yeah, that was a strike.
I thought he didn't ring him up on it, but okay. Yeah. I will give him the strike there. But Casper will pick up the steal.
Standing up. I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know if the pitcher was in the windup or what.
0-1, a swing and a miss on a huge cut from Diaz. And Diaz down in the count, 0-2. Carter Heinrich on deck. Jefferson toes in on the rubber.
Catcher set up way outside.
Trying to get him to chase. The 0-2 pitch, that's way outside for a ball.
He hit the glove. He hit where the catcher was set.
Yeah, he just set it where he set up for sure.
Man, not sure I've ever seen a catcher set up that far outside.
1-2 the count for Diaz. The 1-2 pitch. That's hit down to third base. Neuenschwander has it, throws to first in time, and that will hold Casper at second base.
Good play there by Neuenschwander.
That will go 5-3 on the putout of Diaz. And Carter Heinrich will come to the plate. I wouldn't think anybody would want President Carter in the song title. Oh, yeah. How about that? President Carter Heinrich. When I think of President Carter, it's obviously the peanut farmer, Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy.
First ball misses for a ball. First pitch.
I thought it was a strike.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, I thought it was a strike. Was that a ball?
it was a ball.
Okay. All right. I'll change it.
1-0 the count. Zach Alvarez on deck. This is topped and hit down to the third baseman in foul territory, and that will be a foul for a strike, and that will even the count at 1. Not a pretty good crowd here tonight. Both teams typically travel well. And that's what winning will do for you.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody gets excited to go watch some good baseball.
While they're waiting for the major leagues to get through their spring training now that the strike is over. The 1-1 pitch, that is fouled back out of play, and count will go 1-2. One and two, the count to Heinrich.
Hit him. Oh,
he turns away from it on a pitch that was way inside.
I thought that hit his jersey.
Deuce is wild for Heinrich. Jefferson comes set. He picks up the sign and deals. That's high for ball 3, and Heinrich works the count full. Obviously trying to get him to chase a little bit on a high fastball. The payoff pitch coming up. And it's high for ball 4, and Jefferson loses him. And that will put runners at first and second for Zach Alvarez. Zach Alvarez, the designated hitter for the Raiders tonight. Landon Miller on deck.
And we have Sam Walsh as a courtesy runner at first base.
Now you got some good speed on the base paths right now. A sharp hit single to left or right will produce a run. Jefferson comes set. First pitch offering, belt high fastball for strike 1. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching Raider Baseball on SHN Sports.
You can hear the wind.
It is whipping.
A little bit of wind out there.
0-1 sails high for ball 1, and that will even the count.
This is where Coach Krempine really has his batters battling, and again, it makes the pitcher work harder and harder and harder. It all adds up going into the 3rd, 4th, 5th innings.
The 1-1 pitch, that's inside, just nearly brushes the elbow of Alvarez. I thought it did. Two and 1 the count to Alvarez. 2 on with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 1st. Raiders leading 1-0. This is cut on and hit out toward right field. Colby DeMars will make the catch, and that will do it for the Raiders in the 1st. They get 1 run on 2 hits. They leave 2. And on to the 2nd we go. Raiders leading this one 1-0. Due up for the Panthers in the 2nd. The 6, 7, and 8 hitters, Trent Eller, Jack Stavinaugh, and Carson Riley.
Hey, I wanted to give a little bit of a down on the farm update, kind of for the JV teams. It looks like the JV1 team is coming into tonight 6-1-1. I do know that Xander Forcell hit a home run earlier in last week, sort of thing, in one of the tournaments that they were playing in, and looks like the JV2 team just completed what was that, a 15? A 16-0 shutout of the Liberty Hill Panthers. And I can tell you that Carter Wilson went complete game with, let's see here, complete game with 7 strikeouts, 2-hitter. So,
Good
congratulations. Yep.
Trent Eller.
Second baseman, number 11,
Trent Eller will come to the plate. It is his first plate appearance of the night. Wind kind of blowing in from the southwest. So definitely picking up a little noise. First pitch offering for Blake Gonzalez, in for a called strike, as he painted that inside corner right at the knees.
Good pitch.
The 0-1, that's cut on and hit
Another
the third.
good pitch.
Diaz has it. The throw to first in time. Oscar Salazar will apply the tag, and as the throw from Diaz pulled him off the bag. 5-3 on the putout of Eller, and that will bring up the center fielder, Jack Stavinaugh. First pitch gets the inside corner for strike one, and Gonzalez doing a good job working ahead.
Yeah, first pitch strikes are always so nice.
Stavinaugh, a senior for the Panthers. Well, it's fouled off for a strike. And Stavinaugh in an 0-2 count. Both teams split their home-and-home series last year. Rouse took it on the chin at Liberty Hill with their freshman prodigy, Blaze Milam. Pitch misses low for ball one. The 1-2 pitch, this is cut on and hit the second. Heinrich has it, the throw to first in time, and that will retire Stavinaugh. 4-3 on the putout of Stavinaugh, and that will bring up the catcher, number 28, Carson Riley.
Blake's doing a good job of just throwing strikes and letting his defense work right now.
2 outs with nobody on. Breaking ball in for a called strike, and I tell you what, he is
first pitch strike.
He is painting the plate this inning.
This is
the 0-1. That's
another good
on the handle of the bat. The throw from Diaz in time, and that will do it. 1 pitch and 1 out. That will go 5-3 on the putout of Riley, and the Panthers go in order in the second. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. And on to the second we go. It's 1-0 Rouse. I want to take a moment to recognize one of our home run sponsors, the Recon Shop. Does your vehicle still have hail damage from the April 15th hailstorm? You still have until April 14th to file your claim. If you need help filing a claim, contact the Recon Shop at 512-290-4245. We would love to walk you through the claim process. Even if you don't have hail, the Recon Shop also specializes in minor dents, door dings, creases, and other larger dents that do not require paint. For before and after views of what all we can do, visit our website at www.thereconshop.com. We also want to recognize Austin Summit Group Realty, as they are one of our home run sponsors, and we want to thank both of those for their sponsorship of Rouse Raider baseball. And we also want to mention the Raider baseball golf tournament.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll let Steve elaborate on that.
Yeah, so anybody out there that would like to go out and have a good time on Thursday, March 31st, get off work and go down to Crystal Falls Golf Course. Should be a lot of fun. There are prizes for first, second, third, and last place. Go to RouseRaiderBaseball.com and sign up today.
Landon Miller leading off the second. He's batting 7th in the order. Swing and a miss. A huge cut for strike one. Little shotty Joe Sparshoe on deck. The 0-1 delivery. Another huge cut as Miller chases for strike two.
Needs to wait on the ball just a little bit. I think he's a little out front.
The 0-2 pitch, a swing and a miss, and Miller retired on 3 straight pitches. And that's the first strikeout of the night for Cole Jefferson. That'll bring up the shortstop, Joe Sparshoe. Little shotty, big shotty, graduated last year.
Big Shotty is playing at Mid-Michigan now.
Fastball gets the outside corner for strike one as Sparshoe takes. Jack Knight on deck. Nobody on with 1 out. Sparshoe tattoos this down the left field line, foul for strike two. And Joe, definitely one of those players last year that he could get down in the count real early and he would still turn it into quality at bats.
Battle back. He would always battle. And, it's kind of the calling card of Coach Grimpine's team is just to battle, make the pitcher work, and he's part of that.
The 1-2, a breaking ball down and away, just a bit outside, and obviously drawing a little banter from the Panthers, the Panther fans. If I remember correctly, this might be one of your favorite umpires from last year.
Yeah, I know. I actually took a umpire class, and he taught it.
Swing and a miss for strike three, and that will do it for Sparshoe.
So I smile because I was up here all season criticizing him, and that was a strike. Yeah. So, anyways, I trying to be good on my New Year's resolution and not criticize umpires so much.
You've been good. You've been good. Knight will take for a strike. Jefferson with back-to-back strikeouts to start this inning off. The 0-1 delivery. This is chopped on and hit foul down the left side. And he is making quick work here in the second.
He really is.
Rainer Heinrich on deck. The 0-2 pitch.
Yeah. That was
beautiful curveball.
That was just a
freezes Knight, and he gets caught looking.
Heck of a pitch right there.
As Jefferson strikes out the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Raiders. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. And after 2 complete, it's 1-0 Rouse.
Hit like that, you just kind of tip your hat and go play some defense.
Right. So an interesting story that you were sharing with me before the game, Steve.
Yeah.
About today's contest for Andrew Kithil.
Yeah. So as many people know, Andrew now currently plays for Wharton County Junior College, and they were taking on the #1 team of the in the nation, San Jacinto. I believe they're the Gators. Anyways, Wharton jumped out to a great 5-0 lead, and it kind of evaporated in the 8th inning. Andrew was put in the game at with the score 5-5 and a 1 out, runners on first and second. He induced a ground ball, which was going to be a double play, and unfortunately, they threw the ball from the shortstop to the first baseman, threw the ball into the dugout, scoring a run. So it was 6-5. Wharton came back and made the game 7-6 in the top of the ninth, and then Andrew came out and threw a 1-2-3 inning and got the win.
So there you go.
Very good.
Young freshman making an impact.
Pretty proud of him there.
For Wharton County Junior College. Blake Gonzalez on to pitch the third, and he will face Garrett Neely to get things started. Neely, the 9th batter in the Panther order. Logan Dyer on deck. This is popped up and could be playable. Blake Gonzalez is going to lay off, and Carter Heinrich is going to make the catch.
Good play. Good communication between the catcher, pitcher, and third baseman.
Pop up to the catcher for out number 1. My goodness. You got some nachos going here in the press box. Jonathan Casper, my friends, is sitting next to me here running the scoreboard after Mike Alepa abandoned it and now is sitting back. And so now he's commenting.
Semi-retired.
But the peppers and the cheese from the nachos smell pretty good.
Nice fastball strike on the outside corner there.
To Logan Dyer as he stands in. The 0-1 pitch, a fastball. Actually, I think it's a changeup, and he took a little bit off of it.
That was they call that a dead fish. He threw that thing up there thinking it's a fastball, and nope.
The 0-2, this is cut on and hit out to left. This could be trouble. Jack Knight will make the catch, and I'll tell you what, he has been impressive with his feet.
He's fast. He's fast. He read that ball very quickly and got to the spot lightning fast. So
Chase Maxwell will come to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to center his first time up. First pitch offering gets the inside corner for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch, that's another curveball in on the thin part of the bat, Steve, and he fouled it off.
Blake is just filling up the strike zone tonight. 29 pitches, 21 strikes. Man.
0-2, the count to Maxwell. Another pitch in on the hands, and Maxwell hits it foul again. Two outs with nobody on here in the top of the third. This is hit back up the middle. Rainer Heinrich makes the stop, but it's deep enough in the hole that he won't be able to have a play.
Great hustle by
that will
Rainer
be
Heinrich.
a hit by Maxwell. And the Panthers have a runner on board for Cash Durkin. Durkin 1 for 1. He singled back in the first.
I'm going to say Cash Durkin may be their most dangerous hitter.
As you mentioned, he's definitely bulked up.
He's a big kid.
First pitch, this is cut on and hit
foul.
Deep to right and foul.
Long strike. It's a long strike. Looks like the Raiders are employing a shift on him. They believe he will pull the ball. He pulled the ball the first inning and just pulled the ball just a little bit foul. So,
speaking of shifts, and we'll discuss this here in a little bit. Want to get your opinion on the major leagues banning the shift. The 0-1, and again, that's chopped on and hit foul as Gonzalez puts it inside, and he gets the thin part of the bat with no meat on it. For strike 2.
Pitching very, very effective right now.
0-2 the count to Durkin. 1 on with 2 outs.
I'm not sure I've seen a shift in high school baseball like this. And we're possibly throwing outside.
0-2. This is hit back up the middle. Heinrich has it. The throw to first in time. And he is ruled out.
I don't know.
His foot was on the bag. And
I don't know. Hold on. He's good. Yeah. Coach for Liberty Hill is going to go out and ask for can he have some help? Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if this thing gets overruled. Of course, you know what the first thing is. Can I overrule you? No? Okay. We're going to stay with the call. Or they're going to say, yes, I can be overruled. Okay,
right.
Then longer conversation usually means overturned. Safe. They overturned that.
So that will be ruled a hit.
An error on the umpire. It was a
So no, it's no error. There was no misplay of the ball.
the important thing is we've got to get this third out and go back into the dugout.
Colby DeMars will foul this one off.
First pitch strike again. Blake doing his job.
Two on with 2 out. DeMars in an 0-1 count. From the stretch, the 0-1 delivery. That's down and away for ball 1. And that will even things up. Gonzalez picks up the sign from Heinrich. And the 1-1 pitch. A breaking ball in on the hands. This could be trouble, and it's going to be a base hit. And Maxwell will round third and head home, and he will score. And that will tie the ball game.
That call was a big deal.
Liberty Hill picks up their third hit of the inning. And we have a new ball game. And the Raiders thought they were out of the inning. Pitch in.
Ooh.
For a ball.
I believe that was a ball, but man, oh man.
Strike to Neuenschwander. Neuenschwander comes to the plate. He flew out to center his last time up. He's 0 for 1. No pitch.
That ball's hit hard.
Hit out to left, but it's going to go foul.
Home run, foul. Foul ball, home run, whatever you want to call it. Long strike. Definitely caught the barrel on that one.
As he turned on it a little early. The 1-1 pitch, a breaking ball. That's hit foul for strike 2. Gonzalez definitely getting the strikes.
Oh, he's filling up the zone.
1-2 the count. back pick from Gonzalez will not be in time as Durkin dives back in. The 1-2 pitch.
Oh,
Fouled off. He just got a piece of it.
just barely. Man.
If Heinrich had been able to make that catch, it would have been an out. The 1-2, that's down and away for ball 2. And that will even the count up at 2. Twilight starting to set in here at Raider Field. Foul tip as Neuenschwander stays alive. Eller on deck.
Neuenschwander seeing a lot of pitches right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 7th pitch of the inning of the at bat.
2-2. This is hit to short. Little shotty. Misplays it. And that will be an E6. And the bases are loaded with Panthers. What should have been an inning-ending ground out to short ends up extending the inning.
Yeah, a couple of things have extended the inning. The missed call. I say the missed call. The reversal, and now this. It's trying to get 5 and 6 outs in an inning is going to prove difficult.
First pitch in for a strike to Eller.
Blake Gonzalez is pitching very well, though.
Eller 0 for 1. He grounded to third his last time up. The 0-1 delivery. This is hit into right field. Oh, and he gets by Caden Casper and goes to the fence. This is going to be trouble. Throw cut off by Heinrich, and that will be a huge mistake. That will be a single with an E9. That allowed 3 runs to come in.
And now batting center fielder number 7, Jack Stavinoff.
And what a turn of events here in this third inning, Steve.
Yeah. Hey.
And that's what happens when you make mistakes against good teams.
You give an opportunity, and they've taken advantage of this. So it's just it's something that you got to finish the inning when the inning is finished. Then then all of this goes away. It gets erased. So it's on the Raiders now to battle back and move forward.
Hey, how are you doing? Doing well. Jake Alepa in the house. Glad to have him with us tonight. Of course, he was at the game the other night.
Oh, was he?
I believe so. Last night, right? He was at Leander. No, were you not there? Which one did you tell me your son that he was at? Saturday?
Fastball paints the outside.
Okay, that's right. That's right.
Strike 1.
Strike 1 to Stavinoff. He's 0 for 1. He grounded to second this last time up. This is popped up, an infield fly. Oscar Salazar makes the call and the catch. And that will do it for the Panthers in the third, but the damage was done.
It's one of those you wish you had that inning back.
That was a rough inning for the Raiders with 2 critical errors. The Panthers get 4 runs on 3 hits. They leave 1. And after 2.5, it's 4-1 Liberty Hill. Well, the Raiders have their work cut out for them, Steve.
They sure do. They really need to get the bats moving, and base runners are going to be golden for them, and not just one.
Right.
They need multiple base runners.
And it wasn't bad pitching by Blake Gonzalez in that inning.
Not.
It was just Rouse miscues. Oscar Salazar with his foot coming off the bag, and the appeal to the umpire and the reversal of the call, which ended up extending the inning on what would have been the end of the inning. And the Raiders would have got out of that still leading 1-0.
Yeah, no runs. But that's you don't see it a lot, but you do see it sometimes where one umpire overrules the other. So
but that is baseball.
That is baseball. That just.
And that will bring up the top of the order in Rainer Heinrich. Oscar Salazar on deck for the Raider. Cole Jefferson on the mound. And Rainer Heinrich will hit this one out to right center, and he's going to try to leg this out for a double, and he does. And he has been impressive all season long, Steve.
Absolutely, yeah. He just stroked that ball, got the barrel of the bat to it, and he was off to the races right out of the box. That was a hustle double for Rainer.
That will bring up Oscar Salazar. He's 0 for 1. He had the bunt to move Heinrich over back in the first. First pitch from Jefferson, swung on and missed for strike 1. So at least with this, you don't see Salazar bunting away.
No, you're not going to see a bunt here.
The 0-1 delivery, a breaking ball that I thought was out of the zone, but it was called a strike.
Came back in, but man, it was a tough pitch.
Caden Casper on deck. The 0-2, this is hit foul and out of play. And the count will remain at 2 strikes. Jefferson comes set. He takes a look back at Heinrich. A swing and a miss. A little off-speed pitch.
I swung at a strike. I mean, that ball was going to be a strike. Just couldn't quite make the connection.
Now batting number 7, right fielder, Jasper.
Now we'll bring up Caden Casper, and he's going to look to do a little bit of makeup here for
I'd like to see
the mistake he made.
I'd like to see Caden do exactly what he did last at bat and hit it right where the shortstop's supposed to play. Shortstop is cheating, trying to keep Rainer Heinrich closer to the second base, but go the opposite way.
Jefferson from the stretch. This was fouled into left field. And that will even the count up at 1. 1 out with 1 on. Colby Diaz on deck for the Raiders. Again, we'd like to thank you for tuning in and watching Raider Baseball on SHN Sports. If you would, hit that like button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe.
There it is.
This is hit into right field, and Rainer Heinrich will round third and score, and that will cut the lead in half.
Nice piece of hitting there.
Casper 2 for 2
Two RBIs, too.
with 2 RBI.
Base. 2 goal.
Hitting Rainer Heinrich in for both runs.
That will bring up Mr. Colby Diaz. Jefferson deals a breaking ball in.
Oh.
Wow. Oh,
Wow.
my goodness. That was a terrible call. And if Steve, if you're not going to do it and stay with your resolution. This has popped up, and the shortstop will camp underneath it, Garrett Neely, and make the catch to retire Diaz for out number 2. Not deep enough for Casper to tag and go to second. That will bring up Carter Heinrich. So the Raiders, if they can't generate more than 1 run, then we just pick away at this lead. And now that was a strike, but that other one that he threw to Diaz, that was in the box with Diaz.
Close. I thought it was going to hit him.
Pitch misses down and away for ball 1, and that will even the count up 1-1. 1 on with 2 outs. Foul tip into the glove for strike 2. Zach Alvarez on deck. Casper takes off and throw down to second. But it was the strikeout, and he was safe at second. But the strikeout will end the inning. And that will do it for the Raiders. Raiders get 1 run on 2 hits. They leave 1. After 3 complete, it's 4-2 Liberty Hill. My. Blake Gonzalez back out to pitch the 4th after the extended inning back in the 3rd. Due up for the Panthers in the 4th. Carson Riley, Garrett Neely, and Logan Dyer. The 8-9-1 hitter.
Can't tell if the wind has picked up even more or if it's the same. I would
Flags tend to look a little bit the same.
The same.
Yep.
It's definitely a breeze, and it's going to help balls to left field.
Starting the Panthers off. Catcher number 28, Carson.
Carson Riley will stand in to get things started here in the 4th. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out to 3rd his last time up. Gonzalez winds and delivers. This is hit up the middle. This will be a base hit for Riley.
Liberty Hill's doing a good job of just poking the ball right up the middle. Not trying to do too much with it. Just, okay, we have a courtesy runner, number 32.
So we'll get a name from the PA here in just a moment. Colton Rutherford, courtesy running for the catcher. Shortstop number 2, Garrett Neely, comes to the plate. He popped up to the catcher his last time up. He fouls this one off for strike 1.
Yeah, we have a pretty good crowd out here tonight. Thursday of spring break.
Right? Even with people out of town. Fastball, this is hit out to left. Jack Knight will park underneath it and make the catch, and that will retire Mr. Neely.
He hit that ball pretty well.
It was more like a frozen rope out to left. Logan Dyer will come up. He's 0 for 2. He was caught looking in the first and flew out to left in the third. Full moon out tonight here in Leander.
Crazies come out. Full moon.
Well, let's hope the crazies are on our side.
Jonathan Kaspar's already out. So
first pitch misses wide for ball 1. Gonzalez from the stretch. He picks up the sign. He deals. Throw down to Heinrich.
Got him.
By Heinrich.
Got him.
Time, and he threw out Rutherford as he was caught stealing. That will go to.
I think that was the
And I
Sparshoe. I thought it was Sparshoe.
Was it Sparshoe? I thought it was Heinrich to Heinrich, but a liner right down to first. It could be playable. Salazar has it. Will step on the bag, and that will do it. And Liberty Hill, in a roundabout way, goes 1, 2, 3 in the inning.
Yeah, in a roundabout way.
That'll go 3-U on the putout of Logan Dyer. And I'm going to say 2 to 4. So the Heinrich brothers team up to put Riley out, or Rutherford out. He was courtesy running for the catcher. And we want to go to our other sponsor.
Yeah.
Brows and Such by Hattie, a semi-permanent tattoo for perfect brows, lips, liners. Call or text 512-817-3493. You can find Brows and Such by Hattie on Facebook and Instagram. We want to thank them for their sponsorship of Rouse Raider Baseball. And a nice hot pizza roll. Man, this will warm up my hands. Thank you, Mr. Alepa.
Warm up my hands.
Yeah, warm up my hands. That's a nice little hand warmer.
Oh, goodness.
Are you sure?
Should I hit your mute button? I'm going to hit your mute button.
Just pulled a little pepperoni out.
Oh, there you go.
To get a little flavor.
A little flavor for you.
Zach Alvarez will lead off the fourth for the Raiders. He takes for ball 1.
That's real important. Jefferson's only at 48 pitches right now, so it's real important to make him work every single at-bat.
That was a ball. That's 0-2 the count.
It's 2-0.
I mean 2-0, sorry. Yeah. Landon Miller on deck. 3-0 to Alvarez as that pitch misses high and inside.
Take sign should be in effect right now.
3-0, fastball down the middle.
And unfortunately, that's when you get a batting practice fastball.
Right. Three-one offering, swing and a miss.
May have been ball 4. You think?
I think that was a strike.
I think that was going to be a strike.
Either way,
Okay.
It was belt high and caught the outside of the plate, and the count goes full. The payoff pitch from Jefferson, a swing and a miss for strike 3 and the first out.
He went down 3-0 and came back with 3 straight strikes.
That is the 6th punch out on the night for Cole Jefferson. Landon Miller will dig in. He's 0 for 1. He struck out his last time up. He takes for strike 1. Joe Sparshoe on deck. The 0-1, check swing, but he went around. He could not hold up, and he gets rung up for the strike. Nothing and 2. The count to Miller. Nobody on with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th.
That may be trouble.
A little slow roller. The throw will not be it. Actually, it's off the bag and pulls the first baseman off the bag, and that will be an error on the third baseman on the throw to first. So Caden Neuenschwander. The scoreboard is telling me it was a hit.
A hit and an error. There's no. That wasn't a double, so I would say that's at least there's an error in there.
There's an error in there, so I'm saying he reached on the error.
Well, this is another opportunity for the Rouse Raiders to pick away at this lead, and do a little bit more damage here. So.
So not exactly sure what the field umpire went over and said to Miller. Jefferson comes set. Takes a look back at Miller. Joe Sparshoe stands in. He takes for ball 1 on a high fastball.
Gotta keep making that pitcher work.
Sparshoe 0 for 1. He was one of that trio of Raiders that struck out in order last time up. This is hit
misplayed
to left, and that's going to be an E6 with an RBI. It was deep in the hole, so I don't know that he would have had a play either way. I'm going to call it a hit.
That's a hit, but then there's an error because he let it go past him.
Well, the error let the run score.
Let the run score, correct.
And that will go E6 on the run score. And the Raiders pull within 1. They have 1 on with 1 out with Sparshoe at first for Jack Knight. Jefferson deals high for ball 1. I didn't see the call on that. I'm assuming it was a ball.
I think we've 2-0.
2-0 the count tonight. Pitch high.
Oh
my goodness.
I mean,
I don't. You need my glasses?
Golly. That pitch was over the left-handed batter.
Should be 3-0, but he called that a strike. And that's high. And the other one was high.
I can assure you, because I've watched a lot of junior college baseball, that is not a strike.
Right.
Junior college.
Absolutely not.
Not anywhere near.
The 3-1 pitch, that's definitely a strike down the middle, and that will work it full.
Tighten. Yeah. JUCO level gets tightened very much.
Full count to Jack Knight. The payoff pitch, he lays off, and that's ball 4 on an inside pitch.
Just don't know. Don't know what he's going to call here.
2 on with 1 out for Rainer Heinrich.
Rainer Heinrich's been hot too. So
Heinrich with the double stand, or actually he slid in. And let's call it a stand up, but he's another one of those fleet of foot Raiders, and the Raiders have some speed.
That is another thing that Coach Krimpine definitely values is speed. Speed on the base paths is a good way for you to make his team and make it on the field.
One of the fastest Raiders that we've had was Connor Murphy, and that dude could fly.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. Logan Kinder, another,
and
track star that's played for Rouse.
That's Jack. I mean, right now that's Jack Knight. Jack Knight and Sam Walsh. Those two are probably the fastest on the team. But there's a difference between fast and baseball.
Right.
Base paths fast.
Knowing how to run the bases.
Running the bases. And, honestly, Jake Aleppo was one of the best.
Oh, he was. He really was. The class of 21. Heinrich will take for ball 1. We'll pitch inside. There is some activity in the Panther bullpen. Oscar Salazar on deck. Jefferson takes a long look in. And he finally gets a sign that he likes from Riley. Heinrich lays off for ball 2.
That's got to be high.
It's got to be high. It's the same one that he called a strike the last time.
Yep.
2-0 the count to Heinrich. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Good balanced swing right there. Put a good hack on it. Just came up a little empty.
Heinrich 2 for 2 with a double and a single. The 2-1 pitch. This is hit out to left center.
No tag.
And there's no tag up. That was hit deep enough, but Sparshoe was far enough off the bag that he didn't have time to advance, and Stavinaugh made the catch.
Stavinaugh played that very, very well. He ran to the spot and outran the ball, basically.
Raiders down by 1. They do have a runner in scoring position. Oscar Salazar, can he be the hero here? He will take a breaking ball for strike 1.
I think Oscar's going to get a bunch of breaking balls right now until he can prove that he can hit it.
Caden Casper on deck. Jefferson from the stretch. A pitch. This is fouled off for 0-2.
And, of course, when I say that, then he gets a fastball. So
Salazar, he's 0 for 2. He is he bunted back in the first to move Heinrich over, and then he struck out in the third.
That
hit out
hard. Oh,
right, but DeMars is able to make the catch.
He hit that thing right into the teeth of the wind.
And that will do it for the Raiders. They get 1 run on 1 hit, and they leave 2. And after 4 complete, it's 4-3 Liberty Hill. Once again, we'd like to take this opportunity to remind you of the Rouse golf tournament coming up. And Steve, if you would.
Yeah, Thursday, March 31st, 9 a.m. shotgun start. Get your favorite team, get a bunch of buddies out there, and go play some golf. It's going to be a 4-person scramble / best ball. It's out at the Crystal Falls Golf Course, and it's $150 per player. Prizes for first, second, third, and last place. Believe they'll give you some good food and drink, and should be have a really fun time out there. Again, it's Thursday, March 31st, 9 a.m. shotgun start. If you're looking for details on it, go to RouseRaiderBaseball.com and click the link that says Rouse Raider Golf Tournament, Baseball Golf Tournament. Thank you.
We also like to thank our home run sponsors, the Recon Shop and Austin Summit Group Realty.
Starting the Panthers. Chase.
You can contact them at Austin Summit Group Realty at 512-250-0253 or email them at admin@austinsummitgroup.com. Or you can go to their website, austinsummitgroup.com, as well. Chase Maxwell will stand in to lead things off here in the fifth for the Panthers. And he takes for strike one. He is 1 for 2.
Good pitch. Oh.
The fly out to center and a single back in the third.
1-1 the count.
1-1 pitch. This is fouled off for strike 2. 1-2, and the game changer camera is a little askew. The 1-2 pitch, he fouls it off to stay alive. One and two the count. Gonzalez from the windup. 1-2. This is hit foul. Liberty Hill, just like Rouse, with hitters up and down the lineup.
Man, this is. I personally, I think these are two playoff teams out here tonight. I mean, it's they should both, in my opinion, they should both advance to the state playoffs, 5A state playoffs.
1-2 pitch.
Tag him.
Oh, he said he did not go around. He was able to check his swing. Sometimes you got to wonder if the field ump was really looking when he swung, and so he didn't know, so he's just going to call safe or say it wasn't. It's going to be in foul territory and out of play off the top of the Raider dugout. And Maxwell making Gonzalez work here.
You know, you talk about the field umpire not paying attention. That actually happened in a playoff game in Mumford, where the first base umpire was not paying much attention, and the call went to him, and he went, oh, I don't know.
Pitch in the dirt for ball 2.
I've got ball 3. I've got a full count. Full count.
Full count. The payoff pitch, a breaking ball that's hit high into right field. Casper waves off Heinrich, and he makes the catch. And Jonathan breathes a sigh of relief. Yes, heart sunk in his chest earlier when he saw the ball go underneath the glove of Caden and went to the fence to allow 3 runs to score. Cash Durkin will hit this into right field and pick up a base hit. A very dangerous bat, as he is 3 for 3 with 3 singles. And he jumps on the first pitch offering from Blake Gonzalez, and he is, to be honest with you, he's only seen 2, 5, 6 pitches from Gonzalez.
He's hitting lasers out here, and
need to hit again. Throw over to first.
Oh,
was low and in the dirt, but fortunately did not get away from Salazar
Thought that ball was going
to the dugout.
to the dugout, and Cash was not going to stop at second. He was going to go to third.
DeMars has been hit by a pitch and singled. He takes for ball one. DeMars, the right fielder. He's retired a couple of Raiders in that right field spot tonight. The 1-0 delivery.
There it is.
That's in for a strike, and he knew it. He said, yep. You know, it's one thing where, you know, when you're playing, your kids were playing Little League or stuff, and they were playing select ball, and they see a strike go by, and then they shake their heads.
Yeah.
And, it, you know, coaches get so irritated with that. They're like, you saw it was a strike. Why aren't you swinging your bat?
Where's the aggressive swing?
Yeah. 2-1, the count to DeMars. A swing and a miss. And that will even the count up at 2.
Had DeMars guessing there. I think he was guessing fastball, and he got Uncle Charlie.
The 2-2 pitch, a breaking ball. This is hit to short. He will step on second. The throw to first in time, and his foot was on the bag. This time he made sure. So the Raiders get an inning-ending double play. That will go 6-6-3 on the putouts. And again, they go in a roundabout way, 1-2-3, as he retires the side, but not in order.
I'm watching the head coach for the Liberty Hill Panthers. I don't know what he's talking to the umpire about.
We do have a pitching change.
Is it the pitching change? Okay.
Yeah. Number 27, I need a name. Blaze Milam.
Blaze Milam. Okay. Well, we were gonna see him. He shut down the Raiders last year. I want to say he had us.
He had our number.
I mean, he had us baffled.
Blaze Milam comes on in relief of Cole Jefferson.
It just sounds nasty. Snake farm. It's a reptile.
If he's anything like he was last year, he will just fill up the strike zone. And
well, let's hope that things have turned. Caden Casper is going to lead things off here in the Raider half of the fifth.
Raiders have only induced 2 walks on the night. So that's usually something, and those have been the only 2 in the ball game because Blake Gonzalez has not walked a batter yet.
Carter Heinrich walked back in the first, and Jack Knight in the fourth. First pitch offering from Milam in for a strike. Milam from the windup. He deals on the outside corner of fastball. And I thought that was a pretty good pitch.
I think that's a good pitch myself.
Yeah. 2-strike count. A great pitch selection by Milam. It misses for a ball, but that's definitely what you want to see him throw.
Oh, yeah.
1-2. That is hit up the middle. That will be a base hit for Caden Casper.
Casper's having a great game. 3 for 3, 2 RBIs.
And both number 3 hitters have hit for the hat trick tonight.
Yeah.
Miller and Durkin both have 3 singles.
Now, if I remember last year, the matchup between the Blaze Milam and Colby Diaz, Colby had a pretty good line drive. Yep.
This is hit out to
He
left.
sees it pretty well.
This will be a base hit.
He better get on his
And
horse.
Casper will dive in to third safely as the throw got away from Nunschwander.
Now, I think Colby somehow, some way sees Blaze Milam, the ball out of his hand, a little bit better than most.
Colby's brother, Caleb, has been at the games. He was at the game last night, game over the weekend. Another former Raider, class of 18. Carter Heinrich will come in. He's walked and struck out.
Okay, so Coach Krempine has called a. He doesn't know. Coach Krempine has called an offensive timeout, basically.
And so Carson Voigt
looks like Carson Voigt.
Pinch run for Colby Diaz.
So Colby Diaz will exit the game, and Carson Voigt will enter the game, and very likely they will switch back once this inning is over.
Oh, you know it. But he's burning.
Yeah,
he's burning Voigt.
Every player is allowed to enter the game one time. That's the best way I can put it. And even the starters are allowed to enter the game. They re-enter the game, but they're entering the game, right?
So, right. And his substitutes can only come in once. If they're removed from the game, they cannot re-enter.
Correct. So
the game.
When Carson Voigt does go out, go ahead.
Pitch misses low for ball 1 to Heinrich.
Then he will be ineligible to come back in. Carson Voigt will be ineligible to come back in once he leaves.
Zach Alvarez on deck.
Can only do that one time, though.
The 1-0. It's what I thought was low, but gives him a strike. I know people that would argue that. That gets away from Riley. And Casper will score the tying run on the wild pitch from Milam. And Voigt moved down to third.
Yep. And Carson needs to be on high alert for any wild pitch like that or a pass ball.
Two balls, one strike count to Heinrich, and he'll foul this one off for strike 2. And the count goes even. 1 on with no outs here in the bottom of the 5th. The Raiders have tied it up.
So the Liberty Hill infield has been pulled in. Attempt to cut down the run.
Beautiful pitch.
Good pitch.
That was letter high. Fastball, and it tailed in.
Yeah, again, that's one you just tip your hat and you go sit down.
It's not a whole lot you can do about
it.
Except try and foul it off, but they didn't swing the bat, so not a whole lot you can do in that. Looks like we do have some activity going in the Raider bullpen. Alvarez will foul it off for strike 1. Alvarez is 0 for 2. He has struck out and flown to right.
So Alvarez really should be thinking, okay, I need to lift this ball into the outfield somewhere, somehow.
Fastball down the middle, and man, it had some mustard on it for strike 2. And Alvarez down in the count, 0-2. Landon Miller on deck. Milam from the stretch.
Oh, late call.
Late call as
Wow.
he left the bat out there as the ball crossed the plate, and I think that's why he called it. He didn't pull it back before the ball reached the plate. So that has to be a strike, even though the bat head didn't go beyond the plate. He left it out as the ball
And
crossed
was
the plate.
attempting at the ball, right? So, yeah, that's just a
Back-to-back strikeouts. That pitch misses for ball one. Landon Miller stands in. That will
runner on third with no outs. You got to score that run. Some way, somehow.
Milam deals a fastball, and he's doing what
Tell you what,
he did last year. Like you said, he's painting all over the plate.
Milam is he's going to be a force to reckon with in this district.
1-1 pitch again for a strike, and he has hit his stride. And he's a much bigger kid than he was last year.
Yep.
That is Chopper. And that would be played by Milam.
Gets
away from him, and the Raiders score the go-ahead run. That will be an E1.
Wow.
On Blaze Milam, who was trying to apply the tag at the same time while trying to barehand the ball. Raiders take the lead, and Miller will score on the E1. I mean, reach on the E1.
You got to take the opportunity when it presents itself, and
he
did. Yep.
Little shotty will take for strike one as Joe Sparshoe comes to the plate.
I'd like to see Blaze Milam pause a little bit better.
Throw over to first will not be in time as Miller almost dives in. He's got a nice little pickoff move.
Almost quick pitch that first pitch to Sparshoe.
There comes set. That's hit back up the middle, but right to the second baseman. The throw over to first in time as Eller plays it just right. And that will do it for the Raiders, but the Raiders take the lead. That will go 4-3 on the putout of Sparshoe to end the fifth. They get 2 runs on 2 hits. They leave 1. And after 5 complete, it's 5-4 Rouse. The Raiders doing what they needed to do. They took advantage of Liberty Hill miscues in that inning, much like the Panthers did back in the third.
Yeah. It's it's a sign of a good team if you get handed something a little bit, you put the knife in, sort of thing, and you finish it off. So who do we have?
Colby Diaz.
Colby Diaz
will come on in relief of Blake Gonzalez. And I believe Mikey Caputo has moved over to third base.
Another reason why Colby Diaz was pinch run for is because he probably went straight to the bullpen to warm up.
Yeah. So Colby Diaz on the mound for the Raiders as he comes on in relief. As you recall, his first appearance of last season on the mound was against Dripping Springs in that 14-inning marathon that sent the Raiders to Round Rock.
One of the best baseball games I've ever seen, ever witnessed, including professional.
Right?
I've seen a lot.
That was a fun.
That was a special
game.
night. That was a special night.
That game played at Concordia University. Little George Strait over the PA system. That brings back some memories there, as I remember when that song came out back in the 80s.
I don't remember the 80s. I'm kidding.
I know better than that. I know better than that. I know I'm older, but my goodness,
I'm just kidding.
I was born in '66.
I will refrain from any old jokes because I'm already there. I'm
Only
old
as
too.
old as you feel, right?
I'm old as well.
There you go. 25 was many moons ago for me. Cade Neuenschwander will come to the plate. He has reached on an error and flown out to center. And he did come around to score. He was that fourth run to come in. Swing and a miss for strike one.
So Colby's best pitch is going to be the number 1 express fastball.
Breaking ball in for strike two.
But that's not bad either.
And Diaz, commit for the Texas State Bobcats.
Yeah,
The 0-2 pitch, that misses outside for a ball.
I believe they are expecting him to come in and pitch for the Texas State Bobcats.
The 0-2.
There it is.
Fastball caught looking.
Yeah.
For out number one. Trent Eller will come to the plate. He is 0 for 2. Or actually, no, he's 1 for 2. He's grounded the third and singled.
That was a breaking ball down low. Ball 1.
Oh, that got the umpire.
That's going to be.
And he is in pain. Oh, he is.
We need
That's
to.
right on the bare hand. So the training staff for Rouse is coming out to check on him.
I did not see it.
It's on his left
looking
hand.
Down. Well, that's probably a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. I know that Colby has been clocked at that.
Well, I believe that was a ball, right?
I believe it. Well, officially there was no call.
Oh,
I don't mean to
call.
I mean, he couldn't call because he was in pain. Ouch.
Well, you definitely don't want to see that. Those guys back there, and
hey,
they have and umpire gear has improved so much over the years, but the hands they use, and so they can't put really anything on their hands to protect them. Not like they've got a glove or anything like that, because they got to flash the signs, and so
there may be a bit of a delay here, because if he can't go back behind home plate because he's not healthy, then they're going to have to switch umpires. Umpires are going to have to switch
positions.
Exactly. But unfortunately, if they do have to switch positions, then the strike zone does change. So just because every umpire has their own little strike zone or big strike zone.
So he's requesting. So I guess that he's looking for the strike counter. Once he ended up dropping it, so I'm going to give him a little bit to recover. But anyway, we had mentioned earlier, I wanted to get your take on the major leagues banning the shift, as we were talking about that. So if you remember, Joey Gallo was the one who tweeted out that they should ban the shift.
Right.
And then he was lambasted by fans all over the country because he was complaining that they were taking hits away from him.
Yeah.
And you go back to big leaguers that have records for hits, they hit against the shift.
They hit against any shift. They hit against all that. So there's two trains of thought to this whole thing. Do you want to see Joey Gallo? You pay money to go see Joey Gallo go hit, right? And do you want him Do you want to go to a ballpark and let him have a little bit more of an advantage sort of thing? Okay. And is that more entertaining for you, all that? Or, and this is kind of where I am, we pay Joey Gallo, Major League Baseball pays Joey Gallo a large sum of money to adjust to whatever needs to happen. And, I personally, I know it's not fun to bunt a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, but I feel like the bunt would take away the shift. I mean, you have 4 infielders all the way across, by second base and into right field against the left-handed hitting Joey Gallo. Joey Gallo needs to go ahead and learn how to bunt a 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
Mm-hmm.
And no, that's not going to be great for the fans that say, oh, well, we want to see Joey Gallo hit lasers all over the park. Now we're paying to watch him bunt. But he bunts it 5-10 times.
Mm-hmm.
Major League Baseball can't afford to do a shift at that point. So my take is I would like for the batters to be able to adjust. They're paid heavily, and so go ahead and adjust and work a little bit.
Right.
So,
I mean, he had a huge number of strikeouts.
He has a huge number of strikeouts.
As he was traded from the Rangers to the New York Yankees. And, of course, that kind of drew the ire of some Yankee fans.
Trying to see what's happening over there.
Miss Fink is looks like she's wrapping his hand.
Oh,
the gate is kind of blocking our view of him, but at any rate, that's kind of what's going on right now. And so while we have a break, we're going to recognize our sponsors.
Sure.
We want to recognize the Recon Shop, one of our home run sponsors. Does your vehicle still have hail damage from the April 15th hailstorm? You still have until April 14th to file your claim. If you need help filing a claim, contact the Recon Shop at 512-290-4245. We would love to walk you through the claim process. Even if you don't have hail, the Recon Shop also specializes in minor dents, door dings, creases, and other larger dents that do not require paint. For before and after views of what all we can do, visit our website at thereconshop.com. We also want to recognize the Austin Summit Group Realty. And you can contact those fine folks at 512-250-0253, or you can email at admin@austinsummitgroup.com, or go to their website at austinsummitgroup.com. And we want to thank them for their sponsorship of Rouse Raider Baseball.
Seriously, very, very important to the Rouse Raider Nation out there.
Well, the umpire makes it back, and we finished up just in time.
There we go.
Steve Kithil with the gift of gab. As we get back underway, and Trent Eller, I'm not sure if he can give us what the count is.
I think it's 2-0. I believe it's 2-0, yeah.
Okay, saying.
Yep, 2-0.
2-0, and I believe the umpire was saying, let me give the count.
Yeah, I think he was.
So Diaz will deal 2-0, misses low for a ball. He was pointing at himself, let him give the count. So he looked up at you, and he didn't appreciate you updating the count. Pitch in for a strike, and that will take the count to 3-1 to Trent Eller. Nobody on with one out. 3-1. That is hit to Sparshoe, a liner for out number 2. L6 on the putout of Eller. And that will bring up Jack Stavinaugh. Stavinaugh is 0 for 2. He is grounded to second and popped up to first. Center fielder will dig in from the left side as he faces Diaz for the first time. And a swing and a miss for strike one.
Stabenow is very late on that. Needs to start a swing just a little earlier.
Right down the middle for strike two. Well, it's a much different look from Gonzalez to Diaz.
Yeah. Gonzalez changes speeds and, fills up the strike zone, all that stuff. And Colby is pure power.
Foul tip to stay alive, and Diaz throws downhill on the road.
He's bringing it. There's lots of smoke.
So when he comes in with some off-speed stuff, he's going to get these kids swinging it that hard stuff and then lay a softball in on them and get the punch out.
There's one.
Breaking ball.
Oh, he went. Oh,
he's saying he didn't go, and much to the chagrin of some of the folks here in the stands. The 1-2, that is cut on and hit to second. The throw over in time from Heinrich to Salazar. That will go 4-3 on the putout of Stabenow. The Panthers go in order in the sixth. They get no runs, no hits, nobody left on, and on to the seventh we go.
Yeah, I'd really like to see the Raiders come out here and
actually the bottom of the sixth we go. Sorry.
Score a couple of insurance runs. 5-4 is nice. Don't get me wrong, but man, it would sure be nice. 1 more, 2 more runs here would go a long way. Who do we have coming up?
Jack Knight will lead things off here in the sixth for the Raiders. He is the number 9 hitter. So you got the 9, 1, and 2 hitters. That will be Knight, Heinrich, and Salazar.
So, Michael, have you did you fill out your basketball bracket, and how is that going?
I have to be totally honest with you. I have not paid attention to any basketball this season. I've kind of gotten a bad taste in my mouth for basketball from the NBA.
Oh, sure,
and stuff like that. So,
college basketball to me is pure. I mean, it's much more pure.
Right.
Okay. And I think there have been some upsets today where there are no perfect brackets out there anymore, I don't think, already.
Right. Knight, he's 0 for 1. He was caught looking and drew a walk, and he takes for a strike. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And, of course, Texas has been mediocre. I've been a Longhorn fan all my life. And, after years of the smart era, Knight caught looking for the second time tonight as Milam doing what Milam does. We're out number 1.
This is the first. Is this the first or second year of Chris Beard?
First year.
This is the first year?
Yep.
Yeah, you've got to give him a couple of years to.
Oh, I think so. Absolutely you do.
To get it right and everything. I mean.
Well, he doesn't necessarily have the players that he wants, right? So he's got to draw them, and he's doing a good job. Heinrich takes for strike 1 on a pitch that was low and inside.
Just feels like both of these teams have brought in
the
studs,
aces, right?
Yeah.
The 0-1, that's misses inside for a ball as Heinrich goes up with his hands. Looks like it was going to get him on the waist. 1-1 delivery. This is fouled off for strike 2. 1-2 the count to Rainer Heinrich. Oscar Salazar on deck. Nobody on with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. This is hit
Ooh.
foul down the left field line. That could have been trouble.
He has. I'll tell you what, he has just hit the ball hard tonight.
He is swinging the bat
Yep.
really hard.
Seeing the ball probably looks like a beach ball to him right now.
Well, the glasses on the left fielder, Chase Maxwell, that is reflecting the line. That pitch misses.
I see it.
And I thought, man, has he got a light on his head or what?
Oh.
And it's reflecting off of his sunglasses. He's put them on top of his hat. So
Not sure why
looks like he's sending some Morse code out there. The 2-2 pitch. This is cut on and hit foul and back out of play as Heinrich is making Milam throw some pitches.
That's good. That's good.
Oscar Salazar on deck. From the windup, Milam deals. This is hit out to left and will go foul. He is flirting with that foul line.
He hooked it. Didn't have the slice. He had the hook.
Heinrich takes a deep breath and he'll step back in the box. The 2-2 from Milam. That's in the dirt for ball 3. And
boy, this is a good battle.
Heinrich has worked the count full.
Good battle of, I believe, both sophomores out there right now.
And they are. Both of these guys are sophomores. The payoff pitch from Milam. That is hit foul. Just a little bit ahead of it.
This is a quality at bat by Rayner already.
Needing some baseballs.
9. That's 9 pitches right now. He'll see his 10th pitch.
Yep, definitely a quality at bat.
10th pitch of the at bat, man.
Payoff. This is chopped on and gets over the head, and Rayner is going to leg it out. That will be a base hit.
Good for him. That
for Rayner Heinrich, he was going to beat that out either way.
As soon as it passed the pitcher, Blaze Milam's reach, I was like, okay, that's a base hit.
Rayner Heinrich proving to be a dangerous threat in that leadoff position for the Raiders. So we'll try to get some updates around the district and pick up some scores. Some of the games that were going on. Salazar will foul this one off for strike 1. Not afraid to swing the bat. Caden Casper on deck. Heinrich extends his lead from the stretch, and Salazar fouls this one off. Again, he is seeing the ball well out of the hand of Blaze Milam, regardless of how this at-bat finishes.
Agree. Yep.
Milam checks Heinrich at first. Comes set. Go to delivery. That's down and away. A throw to second will be in time, and
good throw.
Heinrich caught stealing.
Had to have been called a ball, otherwise he would have struck out there. So at
least it wasn't a punch out and a throw out. That's cut on and
when you
get into left center, and that'll be a base hit for Oscar Salazar, who was due.
Wouldn't you know it? Get thrown out at second, and then the next pitch we get a base hit.
Right. Yeah.
So around the district, I've got Georgetown over Marble Falls Mustang 12-0.
Well, that's got to be run rule.
More
than likely. Caden Casper will come to the plate. He has the hat trick on the night, 3 for 3 with 3 singles and some RBIs scattered in there.
And that is the only game that I can tell you about. the moment.
Belt high fastball in for strike one. Not sure if Glenn is playing. I think everybody's playing tonight, right?
If everybody's playing tonight, they just haven't reported their scores yet.
The 0-1 pitch misses outside for ball one. Glenn and Eastview are tied at 5 as Jonathan Caspar says. That pitch misses inside for ball two.
Yeah, I didn't go to Game Changer. I went to the I went to Texas high school
You're
baseball.
paying for.
Hey,
You're paying for Game Changer.
hey. I didn't pay for it. My wife did.
Lori let you get the. She let you get the big package.
That
It
was fun. Oh, good play.
Fair.
Go.
Down the left field line. Oscar Salazar will slide into third. And that will be a stand-up double
I think that's a double.
for Casper.
Yep.
My goodness, he has gone 4 for 4 on the night.
And remember, the last at bat for Colby, he drilled a ball into left field. I just have a feeling he sees the ball way better. Oh, they're gonna walk him. They're gonna put Colby on here. Intentional walk.
And Carter Heinrich will come to the plate. Mikey Caputo on deck as he's in for Blake Gonzalez. So the Raiders have burned the DH.
I didn't see it, guys. Some sort of balk.
I think that's probably right. He didn't come set. He gets hit with the balk. And the runners will advance.
Well, there's your insurance run.
Heinrich will foul that off for strike one. Coach Crimpine will call time, and
No. Oh yeah, because he has
a pitcher now.
He's a pitcher, so he gets the courtesy runner.
So Caden Crow will run for the pitcher.
So the courtesy runner is not bringing out. You don't bring out Colby Diaz from the game at that point. He is still technically in the game. It's just a courtesy runner. That's it.
This one fouled off for strike two, and Heinrich 0-2 in the count. And he's 0 for 2. He's caught looking and struck out and drew a walk back in the first. 0-2. This is hit back up the middle.
Yes.
This is into center field. This will score 2. The throw home will be cut off by Durkin. And Carter Heinrich with the 2 RBI single up the middle. And the Raiders have put 4 on the board, or 3 on the board in this inning.
Kind of broken this one open. This is good. That was a 2-out rally, huh?
Fine 2-out rally, which that is a strength that the Raiders had last year.
Yeah.
Mikey Caputo stands in for the first
great
time tonight.
piece
He's
of
going to go into right field for a single, and
Great piece of hitting. Man, I love that.
oh my goodness! And Heinrich, or actually, who's running for him? Walsh decides to go back,
Walsh would have had that bag all day long. Oh,
A single from Caputo.
kind of interesting. They're holding the runner on first base here. With the runner on second already.
And this is hit up the middle. Miller will not get there in time as Neely will throw him out as he throws to Durkin. So 6-3 on the putout, and that will end the Raiders' sixth.
Well, the Raiders did exactly what they needed to do there, get a couple of insurance runs, and now they have their big gun on the mound to hopefully finish this one off. And
the Raiders get 3 runs on 4 hits, and they leave 2.
They left 2. Yep.
And the Raiders again tonight have left a lot of runners on base tonight.
They get a lot of.
But they have faced 2 good pitchers here in Liberty Hill tonight.
Right.
And Cole Jefferson and Blaze Milo.
They've done a very, very good job.
Colby Diaz on to close it out.
Touching.
Well, we got singing going on in the press box. Sweet Caroline. There you go, folks. Due up
So good
for the Panthers. The 8, 9, and 1 hitters, Carson Riley, Garrett Neely, and Logan Dyer. Let's see if there are any other defensive changes. I don't believe there is. Mike Caputo still in at third. Wait a minute. Maybe there's a change at short.
Is there?
No, it's Joe Sparshoot. Okay. We're good. His uniform is white. So everybody else, the uniforms are dirty.
Everybody else got dirt on their
because they've obviously slid. The little Shotty has not. Okay, there we go. It reminds me of a story back whenever I was at Godley playing high school football, and we were playing Chico, and their field was kind of askew, and it had rained, and it had about 3 inches of water on it. First pitch misses low as Riley stands in. He takes for ball 1. So anyway, we were wearing our road whites. And it was just a slog, right? Because you were running, water splashing everywhere. You were on the ground. You were soaking wet. And we had this one receiver. His name was James Burney. And when the game was over, and he played a significant amount. A curveball in for strike 2. What a nasty curveball from Caleb Diaz. Colby Diaz. Goodness gracious. There you go. So anyway, James Burney finished that game and never got wet.
Oh, my gosh.
And his uniform was just white as before the game started.
And everybody else was.
And so after that, we called him the White Knight.
The White Knight. Got it. Oh, got him.
Curveball.
Another curveball.
Strike 3. My goodness. And Riley, all he could do was just, oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
There was nothing he could do.
Tip your hat. Thank you. Go sit down.
He was caught looking for out number 1.
It's happened to many Rouse Raiders tonight as well. So
now we'll bring up Garrett Neely, the shortstop. He's 0 for 2. He's popped up to the catcher and flown out to left. He takes for ball 1. That fastball gets the outside corner for strike 1, and that will even the count. Logan Dyer on deck.
Oh,
wow, my goodness.
Just a bit outside. And
that wasn't outside. That was a bad non-call. I will say it. Fastball misses low.
I think our roles have changed.
For ball 3. I got to call it. You call it like it is. That was a perfect pitch and just was not called. The 3-1, that's in the dirt and bounces to the backstop. And Neely was hustling down to first and turning to look to see if Heinrich had the ball yet. He was going to try to turn if he could. And Neely will draw the walk. He was 0 for 2.
So in this situation, the Rouse Raiders should be what they call playing big. I'm not even sure we should be even holding them on. Just the runner, yeah. And there goes Oscar back to the
Dyer
normal
is
position.
0 for 3. He has been caught looking, flown out to left, and grounded to first.
That's a strike. There we go.
Strike.
The Rouse Raiders really aren't holding on the runner, and so therefore, if the runner takes second, it's no big deal. He's not the tying run at all.
That one's fouled off for strike 2, and Dyer 0-2 in the count.
And that's why it was so important for the insurance runs. If this was our tying run, we would all be concerned about this game right now. But it's okay.
That's fouled off.
He was trying to take second.
A hit and run call.
Yeah.
On that, so he fouls it off. He just gets a piece of that little fastball that Mr. Diaz put across the plate. 0-2 the count. A bender swing and a miss on a drop third strike. There will be no throw to first on the drop strike.
So that's a unfortunate drop strike 3. Oh, no, you know what? So the runner was out because
he was on base.
Because the runner
first base was occupied.
First base was occupied. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, there we go.
There are 2 outs. Runner on second base.
So he did get the punch out. And that will bring up Chase Maxwell. Maxwell will take for a ball. Panthers down to their final out. Maxwell is 1 for 3. Fastball in for a strike, and that will even the count up. He's flown out to center, flown out to right, and singled up the middle. The 1-1, that's a bender that goes wide for ball 2.
Colby just needs to fill up the strike zone here.
And the dangerous Cash Durkin is on deck. 1-1. This is cut on and hit short. Throw not in time.
The ball was hit very deep in the hole and wasn't.
That was clean. That was a base hit.
Just a base hit.
Any way you look at it.
Yep.
Yes. And that will have runners on the corners for Cash Durkin.
And see, I mean, I believe this is their most dangerous hitter just by watching the game tonight. And even if he pokes one out, it's an 8-7 baseball game and not.
He has the fouled back out of play. He has the hat trick. He's 3 for 3 with 3 singles.
Yeah. See if, and by the way, if the base runner on first does take second base, which it looks like he will with his lead, that's defensive indifference. That's true defensive indifference. We don't care.
That pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Raiders hoping to close the door here. Coach Crimpine having his outfielders move back a few steps. Breaking ball in for strike 2. And a very deceptive breaking ball.
Yeah. That's a power breaking ball there.
1-2, the count to Cash Durkin. Fastball outside for ball 2. Trying to get him to chase, but that was a little bit too outside.
Yeah.
Just a wee bit, as Mr. Caspar says. A breaking ball misses outside for ball 3, and Durkin has worked the count full.
Best pitch. I believe he'll get the
Full count. The payoff pitch coming up from Colby Diaz. Fastball. This is hit out to center. Landon Miller will camp underneath it and make the catch. And that will do it. The Raiders have picked up win number 2 in this district season as they defeat the Liberty Hill Panthers 8-4, handing them their 3rd loss on the season.
Fantastic job by the Raiders, allowing just getting all over them and taking advantage of the opportunities that were presented. Just great job.
To close out the inning, the Panthers get no runs on 1 hit. They leave 2, and that is the ball game. And what you saw was the teams taking advantage of the other team's mistakes.
Right.
And they did that tonight, and the Raiders were able to climb back, Steve, from a 3-run deficit, being down 4-1, and they pecked away at that lead and got within 1, and then it opened up because of mistakes that were made.
Sure.
By Blaze Milam on trying to barehand the ball to tag out. To tag out the runner, and ended up having a run score and go up by 2.
I mean, sure there was a hiccup. The 4 runs all scored in the 1 inning against the Raiders, right? It was all in the third inning. The 3rd inning, and honestly, it was just a couple of different calls, and the momentum did swing, but the Raiders came back and they seized the momentum. They picked. They played good, sound baseball after that, and
they didn't play. They didn't play down, right?
Yeah,
they didn't
play down.
They didn't think, oh my gosh, we're down to Liberty Hill, who came into today 13-2 on the season, and is one of the best teams in the district. And they didn't get down with that.
Right.
They pecked away at it. They did what they've done all season long, being extremely consistent, with the exception of those 2 games in the LISD tournament,
right,
where they weren't, or in the Bernie game in the Coal Mile tournament.
Right.
But they've regrouped. They're playing phenomenal ball, and they took advantage of Liberty Hill mistake tonight, and they faced good pitching.
They face great pitching. You know what? It's one of the reasons, I believe, why the Raiders are ranked so high in the state right now.
Right, absolutely.
Just,
and you look at it after that 3rd inning, Steve, when Liberty Hill took advantage of Rouse miscues, took the lead 4-1.
Yeah.
Blake Gonzalez did not give up another run. Colby Diaz came in, did not give up any runs.
Shut the door.
Yep. on Liberty Hill, and those 4 runs are the runs they scored in that 3rd inning, and that was it.
Yep.
The Raiders came back. They take it 8-4. Outstanding game tonight.
Yep.
Games come up next week. Steve, do you have our schedule?
I believe we start the Tuesday, Friday. Let me, I do have the schedule someplace here.
And we will find that for you. I know I have it on my phone. I just got to get to my files.
Okay. So our next game, we just played Liberty Hill. Our next game is March 22nd and it will be at Glen. At Glen, Leander Glen. And then March 25th will be here against Eastview. So
we got Glen Eastview next week. And then somewhere in there, we have a Saturday game versus Stony Point.
Oh, boy. Let me see. March 26th.
So that will be next week.
Saturday
game. And hopefully we'll be able to bring that. That's here at Rouse. Last year we played at Stony Point, and it was just a trash game, right?
It was just Coach
Krimpine gave most the rest of the non-starters the opportunity to play in that game since it didn't count at all.
Right.
And
Right.
so you and I discussed, you know what, maybe next year we don't worry about doing that game. But
Right.
it is here at Rouse.
But since it is here at Rouse, I kind of go, well, it's at Rouse. It's kind of easy. And
Right.
we do have the press box, too.
Yeah,
so.
we do have the press box, so we get to set up in here and not in the stands like we
Right.
had to at Stony Point High School. What a game tonight, Steve.
Wonderful.
We want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching Raider baseball. I tell you what, if you have the moment, do you have Game Changer up? You can go over the pictures.
Yeah, sure. Let's see. Of course, we had Blake Gonzalez that started the game. He went 5 innings. He gave up 6 hits, 4 runs, 1 of them earned, no walks, and had 1 strikeout. Colby Diaz went 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, gave up 1 walk, but did strike out 3 in 2 innings. So,
yeah, so outstanding combo effort from those 2 pitchers. A great district win for the Raiders tonight. You still got the 2 others that we're concerned about with Cedar Park and Georgetown that are out there.
Yeah.
And obviously you don't want to overlook the other teams. As last night, Cedar Park just barely got by Marble Falls, who is one of the bottom teams in the district, 1-0 in a 9-inning game.
9 innings, yeah. Yep. That's that must have been a dogfight.
It must have been. And
wow.
You know, Georgetown took care of their business. They beat Glenn 5-2. And you know, Rouse, they control their destiny.
Oh, yeah. They control their destiny, and it's such a difference coming out of the gate 2-0 than last year. We came out of the gate 0-2, and we were worried that we weren't even going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, we were on that bubble that
we were worried that we weren't going to make the playoffs the entire district season. So
right, yeah, for sure.
Little different this year.
So a good Thursday night baseball game here at Raider Field. He's Steve Kithil. I'm Michael Francis. We thank you for tuning in and watching Rouse Raider Baseball on SHN Sports. Until next week,